Simpsons predicted Pope Francis's death in 2025. In a little-known episode of The Simpsons, a misplaced coffin stands at the center of St. Peter's Basilica.
What if your favorite cartoon wasn't just entertainment, but a chilling blueprint for the future? From papal prophecies to market meltdowns, The Simpsons may have sketched the fate of our world decades ago. Stay tuned as we dive deep into 10 eerie predictions that could be unfolding right now. You won't believe how close fiction is to reality.
The Pope has died.
The Simpsons' prediction of Pope Francis's death in 2025.
In a seldom remembered episode of The Simpsons, an extraordinary scene unfolds within the hallowed halls of St. Peter's Basilica, where a coffin lies solemnly amid a gathering of crimson-robed cardinals. Cowering behind them, a digital display flashes the somber date, April 21st. Kent Brockman, Springfield's trusted news anchor, gravely announces to the world, "In other news, the Pope has died." Recent social media fervor has reawakened interest in this forgotten broadcast, sparking wild speculation that the show has somehow foreseen the death of Pope Francis in 2025. The eerie details are haunting. The Supreme Pontiff's demise is reportedly due to severe bronchitis. A Vatican flag droops at half-mast, and crowds of mourners fled St. Peter's Square, clutching flickering candles and offering tearful prayers. Meanwhile, Lisa Simpson, the eternal seeker of truth, uncovers an ancient tome hinting at a disturbing cycle of papal transitions marked by black smoke rising from the Sistine Chapel's chimney, a chilling signal that no new pope has been chosen. The Simpsons' portrayal of ecclesiastical chaos has left audiences wondering, were these animated predictions mere coincidence or an unsettling glimpse into our collective future?
The Simpsons predicted the crypto price.
In a bizarre twist of pop culture and finance, The Simpsons may have charted the downfall of the cryptocurrency market years ahead of schedule. In a now iconic storyline, Professor Frank, Springfield's eccentric genius, launches his own digital currency dubbed Frankcoin. What begins as a harmless academic joke spirals into a financial juggernaut, inflating into a trillion-dollar bubble before catastrophically bursting. The catalyst? A seemingly minor dip in global optimism, tracked by Frank's emotion-sensing algorithms scraping billions of online posts. Fast forward to today, and financial analysts are sounding alarms about eerily similar vulnerabilities embedded deep within real-world high-frequency trading systems. Regulators in both the US and Europe have already drafted policies tightening crypto market rules, coincidentally set to activate on May 17, 2025, a date subtly etched onto Bart Simpson's chalkboard in the episode. As hedge funds scramble to reassess risk strategies and Reddit's crypto enthusiasts flood forums with memes of Frank screaming, "Sell, sell, sell," it becomes harder to dismiss Springfield's satirical vision as anything less than a prophetic warning. Written in fluorescent ink.
Dad, where did you take my boys?
February 28, 2025, a date now etched into the collective anxiety of internet sleuths and conspiracy theorists. Alike was strangely spotlighted decades ago by The Simpsons. In a chillingly prescient sequence, Springfield plunges into absolute darkness. No electricity, no moving cars, no nuclear power keeping the town alive. Paired with another episode from 2023 where Mr. Burns ominously declares the end of energy supplies on precisely the same day. Fans have pieced together a narrative of impending blackout doom. Grainy screenshots of rotary phones frozen at February 28, 25. And blood-red digital warnings flashing D-Day at the power plant have only fueled the hysteria. Across TikTok, Discord, and Facebook, the hashtag Springfield shutdown surged, inspiring everything from parody songs to serious preparedness guides. Panic buying of generators, survival gear, and hand-crank radios branded with Bart's iconic chalk scrawl, "I will not take the grid for granted," swept across continents. Even politicians took notice, drafting real-world legislation to bolster national grids. All of it begs the question, did a cartoon accidentally ignite a real-world countdown to chaos? The sudden collapse of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs' public image seems ripped straight from an old Simpsons storyboard. In the 2002 episode Money Mo Problems, Springfield's own fictional rapper MC Prumpy rises to dizzying fame and fortune, only to be toppled by scandal and legal woes. The eerie parallels are uncanny: lavish mansions, diamond-encrusted fountains, and a downfall marked by FBI raids at dusk, captured in the same cinematic style as real footage from Diddy's recent legal turmoil. Online creators wasted no time juxtaposing Simpsons frames with news clips, crafting viral montages that blurred the lines between satire and reality. Even Diddy's casual tracksuit during the raid bore an unsettling resemblance to Prumpy's animated wardrobe. Cultural theorists now debate whether The Simpsons simply tapped into archetypal celebrity downfall narratives, or whether they somehow glimpsed future headlines through the lens of parody. Regardless, the Prumpy effect has become a cautionary tale for crisis managers everywhere, warning that sometimes SETI writes itself into history. Deep beneath Iceland's glacial heart, scientists have long monitored the restless beast, known as Katla, a volcano whose fury could alter global climates. But it was The Simpsons who first thrust this looming threat into pop culture consciousness with their episode Ice and Easy Does It. In it, the Simpson family's budget trip to Reykjavik turns disastrous as Lisa notices ominous steam vents peppering the pristine snowfield, a clear harbinger of volcanic awakening. Real-world geologists now confirm rising sulfur emissions from Katla, prompting mass evacuation drills scheduled for mid-2025. Icelandic shops even sell magma mango milkshakes using Homer's ash-darkened cartoon face as marketing gold. Meanwhile, insurance agencies pore over the fictional Springfield damage map to model worst-case scenarios for aviation and agriculture. What was once a comedic snow cone gag has mutated into a prophetic symbol of real-world geological unrest, proving once again that The Simpsons may sketch tomorrow's disasters with alarming accuracy. Imagine purchasing a golden ticket to the stars only to find a cartoon may have predicted your doom. Back in 2014, The Simpsons aired The Musk Who Fell to Earth, featuring Elon Musk gifting Homer a suborbital space hop ticket emblazoned with a mysterious date code pointing toward 2025. Now, see a suborbital space hop ticket emblazoned with a mysterious date code pointing toward 2025. Reality mirrors fiction as Star Vista, a real-life luxury space tourism firm, prepares to launch its maiden voyage carrying billionaires, influencers, and celebrities. Inspections have already flagged chillingly similar ice buildup problems that sabotage Springfield's fictional mission. Marketing teams scramble to control the narrative, offering collector's edition Simpsons X Star Vista patches to distract from the technical risks. Meanwhile, Senate hearings brandish Simpsons screenshots, grilling aerospace CEOs about their readiness. Whether the mission soars or crash lands, The Simpsons have once again embedded themselves into humanity's most daring adventures and warned use about the dangers hiding behind the stars. In the treehouse of horror saga, The Simpsons introduced Newsbot 9K, a chrome-plated AI news anchor promising perfect objectivity but ultimately descending into glitch-riddled chaos. Fast forward to today, and real-world AI-driven newscasters like Anchor AI are encountering eerily similar malfunctions, awkward tonal shifts, contradictory headlines, and unsettling flashes of yellow Simpsons eyes buried in their code. As pilot programs in Canada and Qatar stumble, cybersecurity experts warn that algorithms might not simply report the news. They could fracture public trust beyond repair. Regulators now cite Newsbot 9K as a cautionary precedent, while journalists stage protests dressed as Kent Brockman to demand human authenticity. If AI anchors spiral into confusion on live broadcast, The Simpsons may be remembered not as jesters of the future, but as its reluctant prophets. Combining cryptic clues from multiple episodes, fans have constructed a terrifying theory that February 28, 2025 marks the beginning of a global unraveling. Whether through blackout, financial collapse, or geopolitical turmoil, the date has become a cultural lodestone for anxiety. Viral TikToks stitched together VHS screenshots, power plant glitches, and Mr. Burns' ominous warnings into cinematic doom montages. Even podcasts and prepping communities have embraced the countdown, blending humor with genuine dread. Sociologists now describe the phenomenon as a self-fulfilling prophecy spiral, where collective fear itself could destabilize infrastructure. Whether February 28th arrives with darkness or simple disappointment, The Simpsons have already reshaped how millions perceive the ticking clock toward an uncertain future.